a long period in Bolgoda. And we are about to go and let us have a review of what Mr. Zahir has achieved on this long stay. So much that words cannot express. I had found the environment, and my God, we came as all praise to Allah at a crucial time when there were gas shortages, petrol shortages, everything was going haywire and wild in the country. So it reminded me how when Ibrahim alayhi salam was asked to go by Almighty Allah to give dawah to Firaun. And when Firaun caught him and put him in the fire, it was so cool. So mashallah, under this most crucial hour, at a time, as a crucial hour when the whole world was in jeopardy, Mr. Zahir, with some of the other friends and relations, gets a miraculous relief to go to a holiday resort called Bolgoda. In Bolgoda, it was so much to be spoken of Bolgoda. Actually, what I personally gained in Bolgoda, before I gained in Bolgoda, I was getting sick and I had an abscess to be operated in hospital. So the moment I came here, a major operation did take place in Dudden's Hospital, 4 stitches, and finally I did not get myself ordered because this palatial villa, with all its comfort, I was given all the best of comfort for a speedy recovery. And that was one thing which I really personally gained. Second thing is the stressful life I led in Colombo and running a rat race, I came away from it. 2 months, you're not. At the start I thought it was a house arrest, you can't go out. But no, enough was enough. The rat race was stopped, and earlier for coronavirus, I had even done my own haircut and it was so bad. Today, that was rehabilitated. My face, my whole body was really struck dumb. I was so worn out and tired. The whole body got a servicing, right time, meals and comfort, and then that was not all. I did not just eat, sleep and get back. I see crowds are now leaving to Norelia for the April season. They go and have a good time and come back. But will anybody bother to find out when they get back from Norelia, its history, its resources, its problems? I doubt it. They go, eat well, have a good time and get back to Colombo. Even very often violating all the standards of the pandemic, standards of precautions of the pandemic period. So it's such a society we are in. So, let's go into the history of Bolgoda. When you go to the history of Bolgoda, the earliest information on Bolgoda is from the ancient Sinhala chronicles of Kokila Sandesya. In Kokila Sandesya, Bolgoda is being mentioned Bolgoda has been mentioned. Moratuwa and Laksapatiya has been mentioned in these famous chronicles of Kokila Sandesya, very ancient. Now, along with Kokila Sandesya, if I'm not wrong, there is Gira Sandesya, Paravi Sandesya, and Kohol Sandesya. So, there is a series of it. So, I was so happy to see Sri Lanka has a very good heritage. With all this heritage, we have a lot of foreign interference, this, that, and the other. What's all this? And we are missing things out. So, anyway, the Kokila Sandesya speaks of Moratuwa and Laksapatiya. Then, as time passed by, we hear of a heroic personality being born in Moratuwa. Who was he? He was Veera Purang Appu. Veera Purang Appu, born in Moratuwa. He lives a very naughty, stubborn boy in his childhood. As he grew up, he leaves Moratuwa towards Kandy, and he takes shelter under his uncle, who was the first Sinhala lawyer. This took place somewhere maybe in the late 17th to early 18th century. So then Veera Purang Appu goes to Kandy. From there, he arrives at Matale. So very violent, and it was at the time of the British rule. It was totally against the British. And in Matale, he took the leadership of the Matale rebellion. And what happened? In Matale rebellion, he fought the British, and he was a freedom fighter. And finally, what happened? The British apprehended him and have shot him dead. Today, Veera Purang Appu's body is buried in Matale, and in Moratuwa you get a Mahavidyalaya or school in his memory called the Veera Purang Appu Mahavidyalaya. Then beyond that comes excuse me. Beyond that there appears I am always susceptible to this cough and phlegm. There's nothing wrong with Bolgoda or anything. It's a part of my heritage. We all had it. My father, we all full of phlegm. Right. Now, Veera Purang Appu, after him, was a very famous personality. His name was, who was born in the early 19th century. His name was Charles Henry de Zoysa. Charles Henry de Zoysa becomes Sir Charles Henry de Zoysa later on. What really happened was he became the richest business magnate in the whole of Ceylon in the 19th century. He owned a lot of lands, businesses, and he was very enterprising. Also, added to that, he was a philanthropist. Charles Henry de Zoysa, as he grew up, with all his innovative industrial capacity, he began to own lands all over the country, and he was named as the richest personality, a business magnate, a business tycoon, and a philanthropist of the 19th century, Sir Charles Henry de Zoysa. What really happened was, he reached up to the hills. He bought up the coffee estates, and three of them to be named. One was Marigold, and two others I forget. They were all coffee estates. There was a coffee blight, and the coffee era was coming to an end. He bought those estates, and what he do? He replanted them in tea, and finally with booming prices of foreign exchange to the mother country at the London auctions. So much. See, today we have a dollar crisis and pound. At that time, dollar was had value. So he sells his tea at the London auctions and brings immense price on his tea at the tea auctions, bringing enough revenue to the country. Then later on, he had, with all his achievements, he started to do a lot of social work. What he do was, in Moratuwa, his hometown, now you hear of the Soisa flats, that's his. Then he has the Soisa nursing home in Colombo, that's a donation from him. Those are Soisa flats, and then there are so many. And then he started the Carpenters Guild to help the carpenters, and also he did a lot of social welfare work. And when Prince Alfred, the brother of Prince Albert, who were the sons of Queen Victoria, when Prince Alfred makes a royal visit to Ceylon, the government requests Sir Charles Henry de Soisa to host them a party. And thereby, Charles Henry de Soisa, Sir Charles Henry de Soisa, throws a huge banquet at his Bakatale Valaua in Kolpiti. Ever since that, Bakatale Valaua becomes Alfred House. And today you get Alfred House Gardens, Alfred House Terrace, and all those area, even the very location where Durden's Hospital is today located, were all properties owned by Charles Henry de Soisa. Then beyond that, he's coming back, he's done so much to the mother country, and ever since he comes back in Moratuwa in memory of the royal arrival of Prince Albert to Ceylon. He even starts a school, a big Vidyalaya called Prince of Wales College in Moratuwa. And he has umpteen so much you have just, Mr. Zahir, in a short stay which I probed as a historian, because I'm a historian and you can see the history of Norelia, history of Spa. I have my own history channel. Then what really happened? And then beyond that, he was knighted as Sir Charles Henry de Soisa, and his wife becomes Lady de Soisa. So that's a great true philanthropist who did so much. Now we should be very sad. Why don't we walk in the footsteps of these great leaders? Why are we politicians and other social workers? They just name it, but finally what's happening in the country? We don't know if there'll be a tomorrow for us, but yet it's not too late to mend ourselves and restart. We have no reason to go and beg, borrow and steal from another country or foreign country. We had our resources, we had our great statesmen. So only thing, still we have them, only revive it. Now see, today Tiran Fernando, who is he? He is a successor to, I don't know if it's Charles Henry de Soisa, but he is a successor of Veerapurangappu. So then, this Moratuwa, we have another rather well-renowned musician called Pandit Amaradeva. And my God, there's so much. I just couldn't grasp with the last moment I see even the Sarvodaya is here. The gypsies were born here. There's so much, and all the cricketers, and so much. My Sadai's knowledge is so limited, but then in this limited period of 2 months, I was able to learn so much of this place. And then, before we say good luck, goodbye, we should always thank the Almighty to have given us this, not only giving a holiday, a place of conversions, a place of rest, plus came to discover the real the depth of Moratuwa. Now, I am really speaking to a place called Bolgoda. Now, this is in the outer skirts of Bolgoda. There again, the largest lake in the country is at Bolgoda. When you go to the history of Bolgoda, you find even timber from Singaraja forest had come to the sawmills in Moratuwa through Bolgoda. Even the Dutch period, they were using canals, and the Bolgoda lake, being the largest lake, was very useful for human and goods transport. And also, when you go deeper into Bolgoda, there had been a prince in Bolgoda. His name was Rigidev. So there is so much and so much. There's 2 more days to go. We are going to back to base. So it's a bit of a review. And also, a big thank you for, I should thank Almighty Allah and the sponsors of this tour, who I should say a big thank you. I pray to Rakai Shukr to Almighty Allah and thank Almighty Allah to have given this opportunity to come and enjoy and relax and go back with sweet, good memories of Bolgoda and with a good message. Let us be positive-minded. Whatever crisis the country is going through, let us restart. Go to our heritage. Think we are a proud nation, Sri Lanka, and we are on the road of success. Never give up hope. Man is a product of his own thoughts. What he thinks, that it becomes. Don't be a negative thinker. Think positive, and you are on the road of success. Good luck, goodbye. Chali Zahir. Try to pack up and get back home. And I just to sum up and say Alhamdulillah and Assalamu Alaikum to my good friends worldwide. See you soon, inshallah, back in Belamira.